have the pleasure of sitting down with Jeff Hibbett, photography extraordinaire, woodworker, and coach, if I'm saying that correctly. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean,
tell me about your businesses.
Right? What's that saying? Master of none, or what? How does it work? I don't know.
Jack of all trades.
Yeah, jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, no.
Right. Not with you.
Yeah. First off, thanks for having me, Levi. I appreciate your invite. Love hanging. I haven't seen you in a while, so I thought it'd be a good time to catch up. Yeah, I've been a photographer for about 7 years, and I mainly focus on architectural photography, landscape photography, and drone photography. Those are the three I niche out and so far out.
And you sell those too, right? Like
a
gallery or
whatever. Yeah, I sell prints. I've been fortunate to be able to sell prints worldwide, actually. So
wow,
46 countries, whatever you want to call. Just marketing, man. If you're a good marketer, you can put as long as you get something in front of someone's eyes and they want it. I mean, you can get it, right?
Well, the quality of work makes a difference.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
you're an amazing photographer,
thanks,
and I noticed you got. I mean, I know I pay attention to what I can, but you got into woodworking and you're doing some really cool things.
Yeah, I've been doing some pretty cool things. I mean, woodworking, I've been doing that for about 2 years now, so that's my tree to tail, because every tree has a tale to tell.
I love that. I love that. And what kind of stuff are you building?
I'm building crib boards, charcuterie boards for all those women out there, like all the wives, like come on, charcuterie night, so and then it kind of elevated, and I really love crib, so like I really was making custom crib boards. Like I made Brett Kissel's personal crib board.
Oh no way!
Yeah, that was pretty cool to kind of be part of that project.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I know that. I didn't see that one.
I don't think I posted it, or maybe I didn't tell anyone. I mean, I'm not really good at promoting myself in that sense either.
Yeah, right.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was a lot of fun. And then just like my philosophy, man, hang with the right people, make rad shit. It's actually tattooed on my leg. I believe in it so much.
Hang with the right people, make rad shit.
It's actually tattooed in my leg.
Oh no,
I'm dead serious.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. So like I believe in it that much. It's on me, man. Like. And that's the philosophy in life, I think, how it should be. It's like you shouldn't be chasing money, you should be chasing experiences. You should be rich in experiences, because when you die, do you really want all those regrets and be a billionaire, or do you want make it in life like, man, I did this, I did this, I did this, and it's like, man, like my life was full of things.
That's the experiences and the journey. Yeah. Either way, I mean, money is part of being in business.
Absolutely.
But at the end of the day, I always said the same thing. If you're just in it and focused only on the money, it really won't pan out.
No, because you're just going to be...
maybe if you're in finance or something. But
I mean, I'm not.
but yeah, like as an entrepreneur, you have to be passionate about what you do. And then you're doing coaching as well, or tell me more about...
Yeah, so coaching, this is part of the men's wellness health program, whereas we're trying to get men back on their feet one day at a time, and I'm the recreational coach. Nice. And there's a physical coach, mindfulness coach, lifestyle coach, an actual clinical therapist as well. So it's going to be a pretty cool journey, man. I mean,
you're a busy dude.
I don't sit still. Like sitting still is not meant for me.
So, I can't believe you do all of those things though. Like it's been a while since
I've seen you, man. Last time I talked with you, I think I was just a photographer last time I've seen you. So like I've been photographer for 7 years, woodworking for 2, and this coaching thing's been about, I'd say, half a year to a year.
Yeah, I think it's been like 3 years since we've actually just chatted.
Yeah,
like
maybe
actually
passing, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And that's when I seen these, I was like, man, let's just chat. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah. That's the whole. So what even got you, like, because you mentioned off camera, like you were in the trades.
Yeah, it's 14 years.
And all of a sudden it's like,
so this is what happened.
Entrepreneurial road.
So this is what happened. So I was sitting there. So I was a structural welder. It was my final trade, or welding, what I call it.
Yep.
And I was sitting there one day, and I was talking to an apprentice, and I was just like, I really don't want to go back to work. And I started realizing I was coasting for about a year now.
Yeah.
So I was only chasing a paycheck. I wasn't actually being fulfilled. I wasn't being inspired, and I wasn't happy. So I was like, fuck this. I'm out. Like I need to chase my happiness, and then I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I just didn't know how it was gonna be, because I've never touched a camera until I actually touched a camera. Yeah. So my mom bought me a camera. Thank you, Mom, because if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be a photographer. On my birthday, and then 4 months later, I started a company. I just tried to monetize it and kind of went what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to be a photographer. I was like, I want to be a photographer full time. So how's that work? I was like, okay, you need to make money, right? How's that work?
Pay my bills.
I gotta pay my bills. Okay, so have rent. I got all those things. So I was like, okay, So now I'm sitting here going, what do I like to do? Because if I'm going to be a photographer, I want to have a really healthy lifestyle balance on top of that. Because I don't want to be drummed down by 14-hour days, making good money, but miserable. So I really had to think about it. And I was like, I love hiking. I love being in nature. I'm like, I'll just be a landscape photographer. So like I brought my camera everywhere, every hike I went on. And then I started creating these prints. And then they started creating traction. And then I would market them to countries that didn't have mountains.
Oh.
So we have mountains. So I would take pictures and I would just market them to countries that didn't have mountains. And I would start, selling them.
Yeah,
because they're like, wow, what's going on here? Yeah. So I would just do the targeted ads and I would just be like,
dude, that's actually super smart.
You were going to get a mountain print, right? So that worked out pretty good. And then the first year kind of rolled through and I sold, I do know the exact number, but that's not really important. But I sold a lot of prints and I'm worldwide. And then I started going, okay, this has been a lot of fun. But I do know how trends are going to end.
Yeah.
And cameras are getting better. Cell phones are getting better. And landscape photography will dim down.
Yep.
It's the hardest niche to get into because everyone's in it. And it's the hardest to sell because everyone does it. But it's actually one of the hardest to do, I think.
Oh, 100%.
From trying to capture the right amount of light or the focal length or
even just
like
the timing of the day
and
exactly.
Weather. Composition. It's like, I'm going for sunrise. You look out, it's like, it's raining.
Like, assuming you're giving advice to not only guys that are in business, but maybe interested in getting into business, do you have any, like, your own, from your own perspective, tips that you would give somebody?
Be the most curious guy in the room, man. Because you'll learn the most.
Ain't that the truth?
And it's very true, and it's very simple. Not the dumbest, because I don't like saying the dumbest, because no one's dumb. Just be the most curious. Because if you're open to shed your ego and allow everything to make mistakes and learn, you'll achieve way faster than someone who thinks they're already, I already know how to do that.
Yep.
But do you? Like, I'm not the best photographer in the world, and I don't think I'm the best photographer in the world.
Even the best photographer in the world isn't the best.
No, he
photographer.
probably does. Because he's probably won awards saying he's the best photographer in the world. There is a point to where they're like, their head's the size of a balloon, hot air balloon.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. Like, curiosity leads to so many opportunities.
And it can help you learn.
Asking questions, and most people, not everyone, but most people are pretty willing to share. Yeah. Like, especially in the entrepreneurial world, like, and like you said, even in woodworking communities, like, people are excited to actually sit down with you and say, hey, like, here's what I think. Here's what I would suggest. And again, you don't have to take it all of it.
No, just little tidbits.
But you take those tidbits and all of a sudden you can start applying it. Dude, I can't thank you enough, honestly, for coming and spending a little bit of time with me and sharing some of your views with everybody. And again, if anybody's watching, then hopefully they get to take away a few nuggets, as you put it, to help feed their own personal lives, business lives, entrepreneurial lives, you name it. And so here's hoping that we make a small contribution to the community and help them make a change.
Small tribes win wars, man.
I love that.
Yeah, man. Cheers, buddy.
Brother. That was awesome conversation.
Man.
I really appreciate it.
it.